It's the Sunshine Marshmallow Factory Podcast.
Hello, Magacrats, and welcome to the Sunshine Marshmallow Factory Podcast. I'm your host, Donnie Taco, and whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. And speaking of Tootsie Rolls, let's talk about kitty litter.
That was delicious, Stimpy. What was it?
It was my last grain of litter. I've been saving it for weeks.
Okay, so a few years ago, maybe more than a few, I was at my best friend Jeff Epstein Bergmanstein's Halloween party on his private peninsula. He had a peninsula. Well, not really. Some people call it Florida or Magafornia after we rename it. Anyway, I let him have that one. This party, though, it made Halloween parties great again. One of the star dessert dishes was a sweet casserole that looked like a cat box, but it was this crunchy, sweet coconut-based concoction filled with Tootsie Rolls. Wow, brilliant. It was brilliant. I couldn't get enough. I ate most of it. Then later, I had to drop one, if you know what I mean. As you know, I usually just drop it in my pants, but I didn't want to ruin the Heath Ledger Joker nurse costume I was wearing. So I had to find one of those little rooms with the thing you sit on. You know, it's filled with water, one of those bowl things, and it sounds like Nancy Mace talking when you push the little handle, whatever those are called. Anyway, I found one finally in the basement. And let me tell you, Jeff had a great basement. It made basements great again. Even though it was full of weird things, I can't tell you what I saw, though. I had to sign an NDA. Anyway, and what do you know? Another one of those cat box casseroles was there. This one was on the floor, though. And you know what? It was delicious, too, even more so. I don't know why this one was on the floor in there, though. I ate all of the Tootsie Rolls out of it.
Oh.
I'm thinking about getting a cat now. Maybe two. Okay, enough about that. So I went to the Canary Islands over the weekend, and you know what? There were no canaries, not a single one. Then I popped over to the Virgin Islands, and you know what? No canaries there either. Weird. Anyway, I'm not sure what to do next, so we'll let the chart decide. Okay, dice. Okay, interesting. Smoking. Let's talk about smoking. People don't really do it anymore. And smokers are singled out and persecuted against by the radical left. Don't let the radical left tell you that smoking is bad for you. It makes you cool, undeniably cool. I thought this was a free country. Well, it is. And you should be free to puff and blow to your heart's content. So we're going to make smoking great again. Coming soon to a smoking store near you, Donnie Taco's pack of smokes, with that cool menthol flavor that'll get you every time. Every time. I've been cutting back myself, though, and am down to about 3 packs a day, down from 5. But these are tremendous. And if you're a non-smoker, get ready to start. We'll get you started on Donnie Taco's Little Knickers Nicco Gum. It'll taste just like the real thing. Wonderful. Delicious. And it'll give your teeth that wondrous yellow Vegas sheen. You know what I mean? And to go along with these amazing smokes, also coming soon, Donnie Taco Ash and Trash ashtrays. Making ashtrays great again. That used to be a mainstay for the American economy. Ashtrays, the favorite gift of every school lunch lady. They used to be on every table in every restaurant and every dinner table in every American household. It's how my dad, would unwind when he got home from work. He made dads great again. After popping my mom in the mouth for not having dinner ready and speaking when not spoken to, he'd relax with a smoke or 3 and some brandy and maybe some cold gin. Anyway, also look for Donnie's Diners, coming soon with smoking and extra smoking sections. And be sure to try the new turbo-loaded third base hash browns. You think the Waffle House hash browns go all the way? They're teasing you. They don't. Halfway there. And not even halfway. First base, and maybe not even that. You're just left holding the check with nothing to show for it. The Donnie's turbo-loaded third base hash browns are guaranteed to blow you out. You won't know what hit you. You should maybe check with your doctor first. if you can afford to. I hear healthcare premiums are about to go up. Anyway, speaking of blowouts, let's get to a question. Hey there, you're on with Donnie Taco. What's on your mind today?
Hello, Donnie. This is Stinky Joe Butternuts again from Magatown, Oklahoma. So, what's going on?
Hey, Stinky Joe, welcome back. Did you just ask me what's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. A naked partisan-enabled autocracy is being furthered by all three branches of government. It's a beautiful thing to watch in real time. It's a marvelous time to be alive as a part of a hateful, racist, Nazi regime living in a made-up fantasy world that is not at all backed up by science, facts, or evidence. You know, the radical left certainly doesn't like it. But they're a self-licking ice cream cone, you know, or a pepper licking its own stem. Anyway, it doesn't matter, though, as they'll all be in jail soon. So it's okay. Wonderful even. And then we won't need elections anymore. Doesn't that sound fantastic? I mean, why buy the cow when you're getting the milk for free, you know? Anyway, word to the wise. Oops, and there went my pants. Okay, you've been on with the Sunshine Marshmallow Factory Podcast with Donnie Taco. I'm out of here. See you next time.
When the sunshine shines right out of your ass and the marshmallows melting a little too fast and the factory's closed, everyone laid off and the podcasts are rolling with host Donnie Taco. Donnie Taco has a lot to say, running his mouth and offends in every way. If you're radical left, get your ass out of town, 'cause Donnie Taco's coming out to hunt you down. The Sunshine Marshmallow Factory is the podcast everyone wants to be. Just listen in close and